and shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the...
Oh, he's got some space! And he runs it up this one. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blocking. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to Davis. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Tide crowd. Oh, no, he's down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Rushes on him. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Takes an easy one to the back.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The give from the gun. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against. back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds one and gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier set. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just swing that one away to avoid disaster.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position is going to be a huge factor for them running this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Opening snap in this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The pull is throw off the RPO. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Russell. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean.
They got Deuce Knight at quarterback too, from Auburn, and Jaron Hamilton, former Bama receiver.
Getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles are on the move. The give to the back. Oh, what a move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. from the gun. Leaves it on the inside with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Makes the grab. It's Riley. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Russell. It's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
offensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Gets it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Pittman. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't
is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he puts through the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he makes the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try it again on second and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's going to let one fly down the middle. couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the ground, it's Young. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it 10 at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. That's a go to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking for a man. It's Knight. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Gets it out quickly. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung him along and made him run out of bounds.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Just when you think this offense had its back against the wall, suddenly they're across midfield with a 1st and 10. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. We're able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Knight. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Running into the open space. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced. They tackle a little more onto this knee, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. And the returner will be dragged down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg. Oh, they're after him. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying the left side. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. Touchdown time. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Picks up the first down. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played. Because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
Gonna run it. It's Webster. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. To throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Riley. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Coming out with it, it's Webster. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. It's complete to the left. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapted.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right
excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.